Have you ever felt as though the entire world stopped noticing you? Yet somehow, every step you take is being watched, but not by critics or enemies, by something far greater. Can you feel it? In the quietest hours, when your heart aches in silence and no one knows what you're carrying, that's when heaven leans in closer. This is not a coincidence. Your soul has been marked by light. Even now, when your reflection feels unfamiliar and your strength seems buried beneath tears, there is a sacred presence surrounding you. A holy observation, gentle but vigilant. You, who have endured silent battles and worn invisible scars. Do you know who you truly are? You are not lost. You are hidden for a divine reason. What if this season of isolation is not punishment, but protection? You haven't failed. You've been refined. You haven't been abandoned. You've been chosen. Every delay was a divine strategy to prepare your spirit for something only you can carry. Even your loneliness has been sacred, an altar where heaven meets earth, one whisper at a time. Woman of purpose, do you realize the heavens take attendance when you rise each day? Your pain has not gone unnoticed. Even when others passed by your tears, the angels stood still. Every time you cried yourself to sleep, they counted your breaths. When you almost gave up but chose to keep going anyway, a celebration echoed through the spiritual realm. Your name is not forgotten. In fact, it is being spoken with reverence on angelic tongues. This moment you're living now, it may feel like a valley, but it's actually a classroom. What lessons are trying to reach you in the quiet? What wisdom is buried within this heartbreak? Don't rush through it. Heaven does not operate in haste. It watches over the breaking as carefully as it does the blessing. There is something sacred about this stillness, and in the middle of it, you are being shielded, not from life, but from anything that might have crushed the miracle in you before its time. Look around. Can you see what's been quietly removed from your path? People who once drained you, circumstances that distracted you, emotions that kept you trapped in cycles. Their absence is not a loss, it's evidence of protection. Every exit was allowed by the divine. Every redirection has purpose. You are not behind. You are exactly where the sacred map has led you. You are not watching life pass you by. You are walking through a divine recalibration. And you, the one who questions her value in the still of night, do you know how radiant your soul appears in the spirit realm? You were not created to chase love, approval, or status. You were created to carry light, to release heaven through your story. The breaking you've known was never the end. It was the cracking open of a divine vessel. You carry revelation, even if it came through ruin. And now, heaven asks you to stand again, not because you feel strong, but because you were born to rise. Have you noticed the whispers in your spirit lately? The gentle nudges, the dreams that refuse to die. That is the divine invitation calling you to trust again. Not in what you see, but in what you know deep within your being. You don't need to see the entire path. You only need to trust the next step. Each small act of faith awakens angelic guidance. Heaven has been aligning the pieces while you were learning to breathe through the pressure. There are words trying to be born from your silence, testimonies forged in your fire. Someone will one day walk in your footsteps and feel less alone because of what you survived. You are the answered prayer you once cried out for. The journey you're on is not just about survival. It's about spiritual awakening, about turning your scars into symbols, about showing that even when the world forgets your worth, heaven still crowns you with purpose. You don't have to perform to be seen. You don't have to explain your pain for it to be validated. The one who formed you in secret has always watched over you in silence. When you doubted your worth, heaven affirmed it. When you shrank yourself to be accepted, the angels expanded your true identity. Your worth is not based on who left, what failed, or what didn't come to pass. It is rooted in something eternal, unshakable. This path you're walking, it's not random. Even the detours were sacred. You are being led through prophetic territory. You don't need to understand everything right now. What if you are being protected from what your heart still desires but heaven knows would destroy your peace? What if every unanswered prayer was a doorway to something better? What if the silence you hear is actually the sound of divine orchestration? Rest your anxious thoughts. Your name has not been forgotten. You have not missed your moment. The delay is not your denial. This is your preparation ground. Heaven's eyes have been on you the whole time, not in judgment but in intercession. Angels have been assigned to you since birth. Your destiny has not expired. It is simply waiting for you to see yourself as you truly are. Chosen, called, and covered. You are not disqualified because of your past. Your story has not ended in failure. Even your flaws are being used as soil for something holy. Your tears are prophetic ink. Your waiting is not a waste. Can you feel it? The shift? Something is moving beneath the surface of your reality. The spiritual world is not ignoring your cries. It is echoing them, amplifying them, preparing a response that is bigger than your pain. You're not meant to blend in. You're designed to break cycles, to rewrite family legacies, to shift generations. That's why the warfare has been so intense. You are not under attack because you are weak. You are under observation because you are carrying something precious. And what is precious always attracts resistance. But what is protected by the divine cannot be destroyed. You are not defenseless, you are divinely defended. The ache in your soul is not a curse. It's a compass. It points you to the places in yourself that are awakening. You are not just healing. You are evolving. And this version of you, the one rising out of ashes, whispering prayers when there are no words left, that version is dangerous to darkness. Heaven has not only seen your struggle, it has prepared a response in the form of purpose. Let go of the lies you've been told, that you're too late, too broken, too forgotten. The divine narrative is different. It speaks of restoration, not regret, of destiny, not defeat. The power that is watching over you is not passive. It is active. It is moving in your favor even when nothing around you looks like progress. Don't trust what you see. Trust what you know in your spirit, that something greater is holding you. Daughter of the unseen realm, why do you think you've survived what others couldn't? Why do you think your spirit rises even after the falls? It's not random. It's redemption. It's the evidence of angelic presence. You have been preserved for such a time as this, not to remain hidden, but to be revealed in the fullness of your calling. And when you finally step forward in alignment, the earth will respond to the sound of your obedience. There are new instructions coming to you through dreams, through intuition, through the quiet moments you tried to ignore. Don't dismiss them. Heaven is speaking in a new frequency. You are being led out of the wilderness and into divine clarity. But you must listen, not with fear but with surrender. The same voice that created the stars is now guiding your next breath. Will you follow it even if the path is unfamiliar? You don't need the approval of others to obey the divine voice within. What heaven has placed in you doesn't require explanation. It requires execution. Even if you must walk alone for a while, know this: you are never actually alone. Your footsteps echo in the realm of angels. Your yes to the calling is heard throughout eternity. It stirs the heavens and shifts the atmosphere. Do not shrink. Do not second-guess your anointing. There are people waiting on the other side of your obedience. There are promises waiting to unfold. But you must rise, not perfectly but faithfully, not fearlessly but intentionally. Your movement matters. Your silence has been sacred, but now your voice is needed. Speak.
Stand.
Shine. You are not just being watched, you are being prepared. Do you sense the shift in the wind? That isn't just change. It's divine intervention. Your prayers have reached the courts of heaven. The answer is on its way, but not as you expected. It's coming through you, through the transformation of your own spirit. And what emerges from this moment will not be the same woman who entered it. You will walk out carrying revelation. And in all of this, what is heaven asking of you now? What fear must be surrendered? What habit must be broken? What identity must be embraced? Look again, not with your natural eyes, but with your spirit. What you see now as a waiting room is actually a birthing room. The angels are not just watching. They are waiting on your yes. What will you do with this divine attention? Have you wondered why the road you're walking had to be so lonely? Could it be that isolation was not meant to punish, but to reveal what others were too distracted to see? You were never made to walk with the crowd. You were marked to rise above it. There's a reason your journey has felt different, and it's because you are not being built for the ordinary. You're being sculpted for the divine. Do you feel the tension between what you're leaving behind and what's calling you forward? That pull, that pressure is the womb of breakthrough. You've spent enough time doubting yourself. The heavenlies are waiting for you to recognize what they've always known. You carry keys. Not metaphorical ones, real spiritual authority. Authority to bind cycles of pain and to loose new beginnings. But will you dare to believe it, even when everything in the physical world says otherwise? Will you trust the divine whisper more than the loudness of fear? Every act of courage creates ripples beyond what your eyes can see. What if your tears are the ink for someone else's awakening? What if the same pain that almost broke you becomes the very path someone else uses to find God? The world needs your scars, not your silence. But to reveal them, you must stop hiding your beauty behind shame. Who told you your brokenness disqualified you? Heaven didn't. The angels never left. They hovered. They waited. And now they're moving. You have not come this far to remain stuck. The discomfort you feel now is not a sign of punishment, but of transition. You are stepping out of survival and into destiny. But will you let go of your old identity? The one built on defense mechanisms, fear and masks? Or will you finally allow your true essence to breathe, uncovered and unashamed? The woman you are becoming will thank the woman you are today for having the courage to be honest. Have you noticed how some doors simply stopped opening? That's not failure. That's redirection. The divine doesn't allow every option because not every option is aligned with your calling. Some things you thought were meant to stay were only meant to lead. Do you trust that letting go is a sacred act? Do you trust that saying no more is sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do? The inner battles you've been fighting, they are not invisible to the heavens. Angels are not just watching, they are weeping with you, warring with you, whispering strength into your spirit while you sleep. Have you felt the warmth out of nowhere? That sudden stillness and chaos? That's them. That's confirmation. You are not fragile, you are fire in human form, learning how to wield your light. Do you remember the last time you felt truly seen? Not just by people, but by the divine itself. That moment wasn't a fleeting coincidence. It was a glimpse. A reminder that you are never invisible. You are watched, not with suspicion, but with holy longing. Longing for you to remember, to return, to rise. Can you still feel the echo of that moment? That feeling is heaven's language. You were never meant to build your life on validation from others. The approval you've been waiting for is already stamped in the spirit. What would your life look like if you walked like you were already accepted? Like the outcome is already secure? Because it is. You are not hoping for favor, you are living inside it. But will you dare to move like it? Speak like it? Pray like it? The gifts inside you are not accidental. They are ancient, carried across generations, encoded in your soul, waiting to be unlocked. And each time you say yes to the whisper within, another door opens, another chain breaks, another generational curse loses its grip. Do you realize what's at stake if you stay silent? Do you realize what heaven could release through your simple obedience? You are not the failure your past suggests. You are not the sum of what went wrong. You are the one who rose again. You are the living proof of grace. Every time you were knocked down, it wasn't just resilience, it was resurrection. The same spirit that raised the dead walks with you now. Will you continue walking like a prisoner, or rise as the priestess you were called to be? There is more. More to your calling. More to your beauty. More to your purpose. The enemy tried to minimize you because he feared your potential. He didn't fight you because you were weak. He fought you because you were waking up. But now you know. Now you see. And what will you do with this awareness? Will you shrink? Or will you step in? Your life is not waiting to begin. It has already started. Every moment you choose truth over comfort, you move deeper into alignment. Every choice to love instead of control is a portal to transformation. So what needs to die for your spirit to breathe again? What needs to be surrendered, not out of fear, but out of trust? What would it feel like to truly let go and let light in? This is not about religion. This is about awakening. Your soul did not come to earth to perform, came to remember, to piece together the fragments of forgotten divinity within you. You are not a mistake. You are a message, and the time has come to deliver it. Are you ready to be seen not just for who you've been, but for who you truly are? Your future does not require your perfection. It requires your presence. God is not waiting for you to become flawless, only honest. The angels don't surround your success. They surround your surrender. What part of your heart have you not yet opened? What prayer have you been too afraid to speak? Speak it. It's already known. And it's already loved. This is not the end. This is the unraveling of the old so the new can take root. That ache you feel, it's sacred. Don't numb it. Feel it. Follow it. It's trying to lead you somewhere holy, somewhere healing, somewhere higher. Will you go, even if the path is unfamiliar? Even if it means leaving behind who you thought you had to be? Do not rush this process. Heaven isn't in a hurry. Your growth is not on a timer. Your soul doesn't need pressure. It needs permission. Permission to evolve, to expand, to exhale, to trust. Will you give yourself the grace that heaven has already extended to you? Will you dare to believe that you are exactly where you're meant to be? Even if it doesn't look like progress, there are prayers being answered now that you forgot you even prayed. Do you feel the shift? That's alignment. That's divine timing intersecting with your surrender. You don't have to chase it. You only need to remain open. So what is trying to find you that you've been too busy to receive? What miracle is hovering in your orbit, waiting for your stillness? There is a version of you on the other side of this obedience, stronger, freer, more radiant. She is not waiting in the future. She is being formed right now by every small choice you make to trust the unseen. The angels have already seen her. They've already rejoiced. Will you trust their vision more than your own doubt? Will you hold the line a little longer? And finally, if heaven believes in you, who told you to doubt yourself? If the angels are fighting for you, why are you still fighting against yourself? There is a divine conspiracy unfolding in your favor. All you must do is stop resisting what your soul already knows is true. You are worthy. You are rising. You are seen. So now, what if today is the day everything begins to shift? What part of your story is still waiting to be redeemed? What calling is waiting on the other side of your yes? Thank you, beautiful soul, for receiving this message. Know that every word spoken is a divine echo, sent to you with love and purpose. You are not alone in this journey, and as you continue to walk in alignment with your higher calling, the angels will always be there, guiding you step by step. Have you felt the energy shift in your life recently? If so, I ask you to confirm in your heart. Do you recognize the angelic signs surrounding you? Do you feel the angels' presence more deeply now, confirming that they are watching over you and guiding you through every step? Trust that you are always seen, always loved, and never forgotten. The number 888 is a powerful message from the universe. It is a symbol of infinite abundance, spiritual awakening, and alignment. When you see 888, it's a reminder that your manifestations are about to come into fruition. The angels are encouraging you to keep moving forward with faith and confidence, for the universe is aligning to bring you the blessings you've been seeking. It's a sign that your efforts are being recognized and your dreams are on the cusp of realization. Do you feel the energy of 888 in your life right now? Is it calling you to trust that everything you desire is already on its way? Open your heart and align yourself with this flow of abundance and spiritual growth. The angels are with you, and they are guiding you towards your highest potential. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell notifications. By doing so, you'll stay updated with future videos from the angels. You don't want to miss the messages of love, guidance, and clarity they have in store for you in the days ahead. Until next time, keep your heart open, stay aligned with your truth, and remember, you are always watched over and protected. Stay tuned for the next heavenly message, and may the angels continue to surround you with light and love.